2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum, not too far from our setting today here at the Barclays Center. The NBA playoffs continue. Just two teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is just as dedicated to his craft as you are at yours, but it's off the court where he says he's been on a search, pushing my limits, the flow of life, the people I meet, the environment I want to live in. All that stuff fulfills me more than anything. Kevin, the game of...
It does indeed. Thanks, David. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Edwards. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 slot. And for Brooklyn, they've got Griffin. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Irving against Russell. Shoots. And that one's good, Irving.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Irving against Russell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Poked away. Irving double team. Left side Durant, all alone. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
But Kevin Durant goes right up with it. Doesn't give the defense a chance to react.
Here's Vanderbilt, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Here's Beasley, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, that's a nice pass from D'Angelo Russell, and to me, this is what you want to see, him growing and growing as a playmaker.
Irving finds Harden. Pass to Griffin. For Minnesota, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And it's sent back by KD. Towns down low. Griffin on him. Towns, no luck.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And here's Harden for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
Passes it to Vanderbilt. To the wing right side. Russell from long range. Some solid defense there from Irving. And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Feeds to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. Both shots good from the strike. So it's Brooklyn now. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Durant. Offensive rebound, Nets.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 2. Thursday's loss was a disappointment.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris' specialty? I think it is.
Here's Beasley over Harden. Puts it up from 12. And it's good off the back rim and in. Beasley's got his second basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Brooklyn trailing. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown is checked in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And bringing that postseason intensity, so key. These plays can change the trajectory of a game.
1:12 left in the first. Left side, Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Vanderbilt the pass to Edwards. Sinks the three-pointer. Edwards got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Such a wide open look.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Towns for 3. They get it back. Vanderbilt the pass to Beasley. Here's Edwards. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 8.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Nets trailed by 6. Dinwiddie outside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, this is why Kyrie Irving can make a defense look bad. He can beat you with his scoring or his passing.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Well, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Poke loose. Russell kicks to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And finished off by Brown.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top as they wrap up the first quarter on a 14-6 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Ricky Rubio. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. Downs is out there with Edwards. And it's Reed in at the 4 spot.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Dinwiddie outside. Back to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got 5 points so far.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Noel's checked in. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. D'Angelo Russell 4th. And, of course, Anthony Edwards.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their 3-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Claxton. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin's check in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Brown. Nets trail by 11. Tipped away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Noel. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Here's Harris. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Harris from past the arc. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves leading by 10. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Noel. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. Outside, Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Nets trail by 10. Now here's Dinwiddie. Outside Durant, a 3-ball. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Reed. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
What floor awareness from Karl Anthony Towns to be 7 foot and that skilled. How lucky is he?
Timeout called, the Nets.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Minnesota making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. 1:52 left here in the second. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's KD, and it's blocked. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. Here's the three. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
Here's Dinwiddie. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Nets trailed by 13. Got a piece of it. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Irving's checked in for Dinwiddie. Irving against Rubio. Outside Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here is Harden following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Harris's shot is good.
This is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
3-second difference between shots. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Lays it up and banks it in. Edwards got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And the first half is now in the books. Minnesota on. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting for the Timberwolves. They already have one victory under their belt, and now they're looking to go up 2-0 in this championship. And that's all we have for now. Tell the...
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Griffin in at the center position.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
That'll be a 5-second call. Here's Durant, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Durant's got 7 points.
Well, don't let Kevin Durant get comfortable from the mid-range, because that is money in the bank. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Right side, Griffin. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 7th assist in the game.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
And Russell gets it to go. 7 points in the game.
What a gamer this guy is. D'Angelo Russell relishing the opportunity to play through contact.
Outside Durant, launches it. And the Nets, another 3.
Great play calling, great execution. Leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
The pass to Edwards. Griffin on the double team. Now here's Beasley. The tray. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Brown comes in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Minnesota also with the sub. Daniels, he's checked in for Edwards.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
So a point guard who can flush it with authority. D'Angelo Russell takes advantage.
And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. 11-point game. Yep, that one goes.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. McDaniels passes to Vanderbilt. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Irving against Russell. Outside Durant. Pulls it from 20, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. KD's got 9 points here in the second half. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Nets trailed by 11. Dinwiddie outside. On the wing, Brown. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Brown's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Russell kicks to Towns. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, he spent 1 year in college at Kentucky, yet Karl Anthony Towns has made such a smooth transition to the NBA. His ascension, guys, has been really remarkable.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Here's Dinwiddie, and it's Brooklyn scoring again. Timberwolves leading by 8. Pass to Reed. Russell inside. Dinwiddie covering. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Dinwiddie wide open. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
The drive by Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. Dinwiddie against Russell. Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 9. Durant trying to break free.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. Nets trailed by 7. KD looking around. And the Nets, another 3.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And Beasley, here we go.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Now Kevin Durant. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Timberwolves lead by... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Edwards, D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Reed in a power forward position. Russell with the bucket.
When D'Angelo Russell has that offensive game working, you just want to play through him.
Nets trail by 6. Knocked away. The three from Harden. Hits it from three-point range.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Edwards against Harris. And the shot goes down.
Joe Harris so good at keeping his composure in intense situations. Nice job playing through contact.
And Towns throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Timeout called, the Nets. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter, or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Durant's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Vanderbilt's checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Here is Harden. He dishes it to Durant. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Katie.
You can really tell when Kevin Durant is in the flow because the scoring looks like it's second nature. He's going to go down as one of the all-time best.
Edwards kicks to Beasley. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Moving against Russell. From the line, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now, we all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot, and when he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
Minnesota calls timeout. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, D'Angelo Russell.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up.
I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent. You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Irving dishes to Harden. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Irving. For Minnesota, they've gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Beasley, the best to Reed. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
The feed to KD. And finished off by KD.
Well, we know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA. And if there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
Harris on the double team. Edwards passes to Russell. He's still out. Now he is 9 of 10.
Well, Russell is just absolutely fearless. He'll be the hero or the GOAT in that instance. Yes, sir, hero.
Harden against Beasley. Now here is Harris. D right on him. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. Harris inside the line. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Joe Harris, confident, fearless, big-time shot delivery.
And Harden comes to help. Durant with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Irving. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're behind by 2. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Four seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harris, no good. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that, lights out. Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Passes it to Harris. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, Mr. Harris in the clutch. Welcome to the show.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
Here's Vanderbilt. Good! And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. And so the Timberwolves take the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum.